Zip code scanning is fairly easy on the SDS200. You would press the zip code button, select United States by hitting enter, and then entering your local zip code. And then once you're done, hit enter. It's going to ask you whether or not you want to use the full database. It's currently turned off. We're going to turn that on by hitting yes. This will take a moment to load the full database. Now the SDS200 is scanning that zip code and that portion of the database. Now if you're scanning way too many items, there's a couple of ways that we can reduce down the amount of things that it's scanning. We can change the range. Let's start with that. We're going to hit the menu button, which is right here. And then we're going to scroll down to set your location. Once that's highlighted, we'll hit the E button. And then we will scroll down to set range. Hit the E button on that. Currently right now it's set to 10 miles. Let's say if you want to get it really close to your local home area, we can clear this and make it 1 mile. And then hit the E button. It'll take a moment to process this and then rebuild the scan list. And now the scanner is scanning things that are within a 1 mile radius of our current zip code. The first time you typically set up your zip code, it's going to program not only your local area, but it's also going to program some nationwide things, like the nationwide railroad frequencies, some other channels as well. It will program these up automatically. Some of these national scan lists you probably don't want to run all the time because it's going to slow down the overall scanning speed. So let's show you how to turn those off. As you can see, it's scanning through those right now. So we're going to hit the menu button and then set scan selection, and then we're going to scroll down to set nationwide systems. As we can see right here, all of these are turned on. By turning them off, we're going to hit the E button and we can just scroll down and do all these fairly quickly. Now that we've turned off all of those national systems, we can now press the menu button and menu out of the menu. Now your scanner is scanning just the local stuff in your area and not the nationwide agencies. When using the full database, you can turn off various service types, such as police, fire, public works, railroads, aviation, and so much more. And we can do that by going to the menu, pressing the menu button, and then scrolling down to select service types. And then we would hit the E button on that, and then we'll see a list. We can toggle any one of these items on or off by pressing the E button once it's selected. So I'm going to turn on some of this fire services. And we'll turn on the railroads and the public works. I'll just scroll down and see if there's anything else. And that should do. So now what I'm going to do is hit the menu button and the menu button again. And now what it'll do is it'll scan all those service types in the scanner. Railroads, aviation, or anything that you may have turned on. Now managing your favorites list. How we do that is press the menu button, and then we would go to set scan selection, press the E button. First thing we'll do is if we want to just run our favorites list and our favorites list alone, we'll just go to scroll down, set all lists to off. Now that we've done that, we'll scroll up, set lists to monitor. Press the E button there, and then we have one here for the office. So I'm just going to locate that. Here it is right here. All the favorites lists are off, so I'm going to turn on this one, and now that favorites list is on. Take an example. Let's say I wanted to have that list and the railroads favorites list turned on. I would hit the E button on that. So now I have this office list and the railroads favorites list turned on. Now we'll menu out. And now we'll scan the railroads and my office favorites list. With your SDS200, you're able to put all of the line items on a hold if you want to, or individual line items on hold. The top line is the system, the middle line is the group, and then the bottom line is the channel that you want to put on hold. So let's say, for instance, we wanted to put this channel on hold. We would press the channel button, and it would stay on this channel as long as we keep it on hold. Let's say, well, we have this in this mode, we wanted to keep this municipality on hold. We could press the department line, and then we can hit the channel line, and this would scan all of the frequencies from this municipality. And one other example, let's say if we wanted to scan all of Middlesex County, we could press the system line, put that on hold, and then unclick the department line, and now it's scanning all of Middlesex County. This is a great feature if you're trying to isolate your favorites list or the full database for an individual channel, individual area, or a whole county. This is all dependent on how the database is set up in your local area, but basically it follows the hierarchy of system, department, and channel. And now to go back to everything that's in the full database with our zip code, we would just press the system button, and then the scanner will resume scanning everything under the zip code. Right now we're looking at the simple display. If we want to alternate from the simple to the detailed display, it's very simple to do. What we would do is press the channel button, which is right here, and then press the function button down and then the number 9. This would change the screen to the more detailed display. To get the scanner back scanning, we would just press the channel button again, and the scanner will continue to scan. If you like to listen to the local weather forecast on NOAA Weather Radio, it's very simple to do. We would press the menu button here and then scroll down to WX Operation. Press the E button once it's highlighted, and then Weather Scan. And now we're listening to a continuous broadcast of NOAA Weather Radio. To go back to normal scanning, just press to scan, and it would go back to local scanning.